Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us back here at GameOn's channel, where we run through the company's recent updates. We're sitting here once again with Matt Bailey, and we're going to have a little dialogue today about engaging with investors. But first off, Matt, how are you doing?
I'm excellent. Yourself?
I'm doing pretty well myself. So kicking this off, first and foremost, tell me about the Behind the Ticker content series.
Yeah, so Behind the Ticker, we announced last week is a new content series that GameOn is spearheading internally to tell our story a little bit more authentically, to kind of peek behind the curtain, learn about the people that are driving the day-to-day business, which could be the leadership team working full-time every day. It could be investors who have invested significantly in the business. It could be advisors. It could be directors on the board. So the goal is to kind of take a peek back, learn their story. You know, where did they start? How did they get their careers going? Why are they invested in GameOn? Why are they part of our business? And to learn a little bit more about them as humans, as people. And at the same time, you're going to also understand how they're lending their background and their experience to GameOn. So excited to share our authentic, our vulnerable stories with our shareholders and with future shareholders, so you can learn a little bit more about the people behind the ticker.
Good. Yeah, I think you make a really good point there, in that a lot of people think of any sort of business or corporation as like a singular entity, when in reality, it's a bunch of people coming together, a conglomerate, so to speak, each with their own strengths that they're applying to it, and each with their own motives and how they actually came to be where they are today. Everybody's got a story.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really difficult to tell that story with just a profile photo that takes up a quarter of a page or a slide in an investor deck.
Yeah.
For example, you know, our chairman, you know, his little profile photo will say something about, you know, was part of the original Grand Theft Auto, and that's it. But let's actually peek behind the curtain. Let's learn a little bit more about Jay. You know, where did he start? Where did he grow up? How did he get his foot in the door for his first major role? How did he meet me? How did he learn about GameOn? What did he first think about me in GameOn when he did first meet me? And then what's he doing for us today? So really excited about this. We've got a really good response from it so far. Investors are excited about it. It's different. Not many other public companies are doing this. So we want to be a little bit different and change the narrative a little bit.
Wonderful, Matt. And I think a good segue off that is to remind everybody, if you have any questions or anything you would like us to talk about, again, don't be afraid to engage us. We'll very happily listen to whatever feedback you guys got and use it to try to get you guys some answers. Matt, anything else you want to add before we go today?
No, just as you said that, actually, a big part of Behind the Ticker, we're going to have a segment as part of that will be investor questions. So please send in your questions. Let us know what you want to know about the business or the people behind the business. What are some question marks? You know, no questions are off limits. And in every Behind the Ticker episode, we will be answering your questions as well. So please send them in, and we'll be answering them and running through them in our first Behind the Ticker episode, which should go live sometime next month.
Wonderful, Matt. Well, thank you for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching, and stay tuned. We'll get you another video soon. Matt, have a wonderful day.
Cheers.